Welcome, everyone. I'm Alfred Lamont Weber, and it's a great pleasure and privilege and an opening once again to be with Donna D'ingillo of the Institute for Christ Consciousness. And this week, we're going to be covering Infusion from our Divine Mother of the value of humanity into the collective. And that is a deep thought. So I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Alfred, and welcome everyone to our meditation call. This is a recording from Sunday, September 12th, and it is a transmission from our Universe Divine Mother, who is also known as the Holy Spirit, or the personification embodiment of the divine feminine. She is the womb of consciousness in which we live. She is also the action of God all throughout the universe, and she is a being of great potency and grace and beauty. The theme of this meditation experience is helping human value awaken our spiritual and creative potential. Many people suffer from feelings of unworthiness, guilt, and shame that take you away from truly living your best self and tapping into the potential that our Creator has seeded into you to become the person that you have been created to be. There are many factors why we have not yet been able to thrive as a human culture on this planet. And in this infusion today, the value of humanity is now being stimulated from a very deep place within our beings by our Divine Mother and by our Divine Father, who supports and validates us for the right to exist and become who we have been created to be. This is a very important meditation experience to participate in because it is moving through that bandwidth of human unworthiness that is stimulated by the reflex of the fight or flight and has triggered so much fear within our consciousness, even in unconsciously impacting us. We are valuable to the divine plan of evolution. Humans have an important role in to play in the evolution of a heavenly culture on a material world. We have been prevented from achieving our potential. And this infusion from our Divine Mother is designed to spark and stimulate more of why we are here, the importance of humanity, the importance of each individual and their potential, and then, of course, as a collective body, what we can do together to build a better, more positive heavenly culture on this planet where everyone participates and the dynamics of love and peace, forgiveness, and compassion are the normal ways of life. This is very far from the way we are currently living, and it is time to get back to those divine values, because this is this moment when our potential is being stimulated as never before. This meditation experience is part of an ongoing series that is an offering, a free offering at the Institute of Christ Consciousness. We align our minds with spirit, and we focus where we are guided by spiritual helpers to build spiritual energy into the various bandwidths of human consciousness, even down to things that have been deeply embedded in our unconscious bodies. The calls are held on the second and fourth Sunday of the month at 12 p.m. Eastern, and everyone is welcome to join. And if you are interested, you can go to the Institute of Christ Consciousness website at www.institutechristconsciousness and just put in the subject line subscribe Planetary Transformation Call, and I'll be happy to add you to the list. So enjoy this meditation experience, and may you receive many blessings from it. Thank you, and I'll turn it over to you now, Alfred.
Thank you very much, Donna. And I'm just going to go up here to our share screen and to start.
This is Donna D'ingillo from the Institute of Christ Consciousness, and this is the Planetary Transformation Call for September 12th. We'll begin with our usual prayer. Paradise Trinity, Divine Mother Father, Magisterial Son, and all of our planetary and celestial helpers. We thank you for this opportunity to collaborate with you to build more spiritual energy into planetary mind, that our consciousness may elevate to the higher tones and notes of the universe, wherein we are growing in our awareness of our place in this beautiful family of love. May we conjoin together as one in this sacred space, helping us grow together as a unified body, harmonizing us that we may be unified in intention and focus, allowing the flow of energy to extend from you into us and into the planet, that more transformational change, positive change, may be accomplished through your grace, your mercy, and will. Thank you. Greetings, my beloved children. This is your Mother Nevedonia who speaks. I am also known as the Holy Spirit, the essence of the divine feminine, and other nomenclature that this world has established to identify the presence of the Divine Mother in human consciousness. For those of you who may not yet recognize my presence in you, I invite you to take a few deep breaths. I am the womb of consciousness. You live, breathe in my being. I know you intimately and love you unreservedly. My presence in you animates you to think, to feel, and act. And it is in this context today that I invite you to open yourself more to me, that I may breathe more spiritual light and space within your beings to help you stimulate more of your potential, and in the rising Christ energy that you have the ability to achieve through your own striving and willingness to cooperate with Spirit. Today's meditation theme centers around the value of humanity. What does this mean, the value of humanity? It strikes at the very core of your being as you ponder the questions, who am I? Why am I here? What does it mean? Human curiosity is an endowment of spirit to cultivate your imagination and your creativity, that you may embark upon a path of expressing the potential seated in you by your Creator for you to become the best version of yourself. The value of humanity is immense. And while many people still struggle with a sense of unworthiness, your Father and I are here to support you and to help you recognize that that is a false representation of reality. Humanity is very valuable to the evolutionary adventure of life. There have been vast resources poured into you by our Creator to help you become the best version of yourself. But it is up to you to cultivate this. We can encourage you and provide you with spiritual energies and characteristics to support you, but it is up to you as a human to take action to make these real in a very visceral sense. So as we begin, I invite you to simply focus on these words, the value of humanity, allowing your Father and me to breathe new life into you, to help you recognize your immense worth to the cosmic evolutionary plan of ascension, to reflect the heavenly ways, not only in your being, but that you may also endeavor to create this at the material level on your world. So as you continue to breathe deeply, simply focus on the words, the value of humanity, and invite your Spirit Father and me as your Spirit Mother to support you. Humanity as a whole has struggled with its self-identity. There have been many theologies, sophistries, concepts that try to convey to human awareness the purpose for human life. Seated within you is the thrilling answer to that question. when you take that internal turn to seek the spirit within, you are given new thoughts and insights to perceive who you are and why you are here. Over the course of your life's trajectory, you begin to appreciate that you have potential to be developed, and that it is good to develop this. It makes you feel confident, happy, purposeful. And in so doing, you move out of the lower emotional frequencies of unworthiness, guilt, and shame, to come into a greater sense of who you are in self-recognition. Continue to breathe deeply and allow these words to feed you and to help you move deeper into your own unique value as a human. Humanity is important to the overall divine plans of life set forth by the Creator of all as part of the imagination in the mind of God to share love and to grow in that love and comprehension of universe reality. Many people are beginning to sense within themselves that they have a role to play in this unfolding adventure of evolution. Your Father and I are here to support you in this discovery of who you are. This takes time to develop within humanity. This inner recognition that you have a spiritual purpose for your life. And we see that there are many strictures placed upon you because of various prevailing concepts that tell you that you are not lovable or worthy of divine love and goodness and beauty. This is very far from the truth. The immense value that we place in you is designed to foster your trust and faith in us as your spirit parents and in yourselves, that you can grow into these exquisite, beautiful humans whose souls are alive with love and light and life. This is what your father Michael demonstrated so admirably as he walked the earth as Jesus. He developed his humanity to the apex of human ability And it is noteworthy that you would wish to follow in his inspiration to become as self-aware in your own sense of who you are, given to you by your Creator as he did during his human life prior to his awareness of his divinity status. The divine spark within you will help you achieve this. But it is up to you to make those serious, consecrated decisions that say, yes, I want to cooperate with Spirit and develop myself in this way. When you do this, you begin to recognize your own value to the divine plan of all life. And you elevate yourself beyond those belief systems that would try to keep you mired in feelings of denigration and self-loathing and sabotage. So you see, my children, there is immense value that we have placed in you and trust in your ability to rise above the fray and the din of your culture that would try to take you away from developing yourself in this manner. Continue to focus on the value of humanity. Let your own spirit help you perceive more of that goodness and greatness, the potential that is within you, that you can express each day a little bit more at a time. Drink deeply in what we are sharing with you, my children. And let this value saturate you down to the very core of your being and energize your souls. Let us now turn your focus to the collective as you visualize the world in your mind's eye before you. Take a few moments to connect with your spirit. And allow these words to send forth from the very core of your being I am projecting the value of humanity into the collective. I am projecting the value of humanity into the collective. I am projecting the value of humanity into the collective. Hold that focus as best you can. Invite your spirit to amplify this. And do your best to maintain this focus as many heavenly helpers step in and see this where it will do the most good. Let this be a strong and steady line of energy from your souls and your hearts and your spirits to engage with planetary mind all over the world, where this infusion is so necessary for your brothers and sisters to awaken to their own potential. Humanity as a whole has had difficulty in recognizing the divine purposes for life and the role humanity has to play in this. But now it is time. It is time for the great awakening and the great awareness of human, spiritual, creative potential. As you hold this dynamic, projecting the value of humanity into the collective, feel your love for your brothers and sisters. Be compassionate toward them as they awaken. They will be disoriented and somewhat confused because a worldview that has long held them secure is now yielding to something of a higher nature for them to recognize their own value and the potential they have to participate in the great healing and transformation of all life here on this beautiful world. So tap into that love. Ask your spirit to amplify that love, that your heart light and your soul light and your spirit light engage at all these dimensional levels. Fostering more spiritual energy to soften the defensive resistance within the emotional body of humanity due to feelings of separation that create so much unworthiness. You have always been loved and cherished individually and collectively. And now it is time for humanity to not only remember this, but to diligently strive and reclaim your divine inheritance and the value that is deep within of human nature. The course of planetary evolution is designed to lead you as humans to create a planetary culture based on divine values and principles of truth, goodness, and beauty. Many of you are aware of how far this world has strayed off its original evolutionary course. Much care and attention by the heavenly realms is being afforded this world to assist you back on track. But humanity must recognize its value to the creative designs of evolution. And now, as this is underway during this time of great awakening, the more people who open to their value will begin to discern the purposes for which they have been brought here at this time. You have yet, as a planetary culture, to learn this basic cosmic lesson fully and repletely. But it is there. It is in you. And it is a long line of history and legacy of the evolutionary purposes that have brought you to this point, the tipping point, as you say, to evolve into a higher planetary culture. Humanity is being poised to recognize its value, the value of each person, the value of what you can do as a collective culture to heal all the ills that have been spawned through this long period of time where you were not in alignment with the divine plan. So continue to focus on, I am projecting the value of humanity into the collective. As we add more of the spiritual circuits that you are generating to move into the areas to help people recognize divine justice, their personality sovereignty, and all of what that means for human life. A great realignment is underway in planetary consciousness. The rising Christ energy within is a component of recognizing your value. It is stimulating a need, a hunger for something better, for something pure and natural, good and beautiful. It is living truth, and it is a spiritual substance that you actually ingest through the powers of your mind. So as you focus on this value of humanity, ask for more truth recognition to bathe these circuits of collective mind, that more people may awaken to what this means. There has been a legacy of evil and sin and iniquity that has besmirched human consciousness and distorted it, made you feel unworthy and undeserving of divine love. But this is a false representation of reality. Humanity is lovable, trustworthy, and now it is your moment in time to rise to this occasion and demonstrate these qualities not only to the rest of the universe, but to one another. And let others see your souls and your beauty and the quality of the human character that can be loving, compassionate, kind, even in the midst of great evil and sinful distortion. So let these words settle in, circulate in and through you as you let these energies project from the very core of your beings and into the core of consciousness all around the globe and assist in the Great Awakening underway now. Oh. Oh. Hmm. And now, my children, receive my joy, the joy I take in each one of you, for I see you as you truly are. Yes, you may have dirty faces, but your souls are beautiful. They are good. They are trustworthy. And I send you my joy to uphold your soul, feed your hearts with my delight in you. Let my presence in you wash you clean and help you feel more lovable inside, more valuable inside, more creative. Receive me and let my presence wash in you and through you and hold the planet in the joyful heart of Mother as I minister now. And many helpers distribute this energy where it will do the most good. The joyful heart of Mother. Receive this, my beloved children. Oh. 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 This is my song of life, my children, and it is yours for the asking. And as you receive, give. Invite the joyful heart of Mother and my song of life to weave around the planet from the North to the South Pole. And let planetary mind be fed and nurtured as these energies move through you, upstepping you, and upstepping the planet as you hold these energies and project them from your hearts as best you can. Allow the song of life to swell to new heights, bringing in a higher melody and harmony of the universe into planetary mind. Ask for these reverberations to calibrate all through the circuits of mind, from the lowest to the highest, building more spiritual vibrancy of light and life and love upon the planet. This is a time of remembrance, my children. Remembering who you are, remembering your origins, stimulating your potential to recognize your destinies, and giving you more spiritual stamina to live the greater purposes seated in you by Spirit. The Great Awakening is upon this world, and it will continue for time to come and bring about a glorious blossoming of the universe ways upon this planet. Many of you will be engaging in this. Your labors of love are noted and will continue to be supported. And the more you recognize your value, the more opportunities you will be given to demonstrate this and help others awaken to their own value and stimulate their potential to become who they have been designed to be as a son and daughter of God. So as you begin to open more to this deeper inner recognition, thank the Spirit within and the creator of its origin in you, for everything you need has been bestowed. And now the way is being made more clear for you to follow this path of rightful living right-mindedness, and above all, demonstrating love, goodness, and kindness, and many other spiritual fruits to those all around you. Take these few moments of worshipful communion with your spirit. And letting your hearts be glad and grateful for all that has been given. My children, thank you. Thank you for your faith. Thank you for your growing recognition of who you are and what you can accomplish here in your human life. I invite you to see yourself standing on the ground in your full value. And while you may not yet fully appreciate it or know what this means to how your future will unfold, have faith that what is occurring within you is a great sorting of the ways that you may follow the divine inner guidance with more gusto, stamina, confidence, courage, and a sense that you are on your road to victory in the Spirit. Stand in this now, my children, and let your soul soar to the heavens. Beloved children, as you stand in your value, see yourselves walking your path in this value. And let your hearts be light and glad that what you are creating on this world is producing great spiritual fruits and assisting in this time of the Great Awakening. As these energies integrate, you will notice more verve and enthusiasm for the spiritual life. And as you progress on this path, more will be given to you to come into the fullness of your divine inheritance and what you can achieve as a soul-awakened human living the life of spirit. I leave you in my love, and my blessings are upon you. Good day.